everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Maria and this is Maria's World. Well, today I'm going to be talking about something really a bit sensitive. It's something that I've had to deal with as an individual, and I'm sure right from the video title you already know what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to be talking about self-esteem. Yes, self-esteem, a very subtle evil. I call it an evil because it is something that hinders a person from actually achieving their full potential. It is something that stops a person from getting into the point of fullness, into the point of fulfillment. It leaves a person's life riddled in regret and just longing for things that could have been. That's the wicked part of it. You know, you have this conflict about your person, you have this conflict about your value as an individual, about your competence, about your strengths, about your attributes, about your abilities. And then when you are not able to do the things that you wish, the things that you actually wish that um, you could, when you are not able to do them, then you begin to feel regret, and you begin to sing the song of, oh, had I know, well, this is something I could have done if only I had tried it, if only I had, and then that is just the song that that person will just keep singing and just keep singing. Now, low self-esteem is when someone has a very low opinion about himself. When a person has low self-esteem, they are so quick to point out their faults. They are so quick to point out their weaknesses and things that they cannot do, instead of actually focusing on the things that they can actually do, and then try to improve on those things that they really cannot do. Because at the end of the day, everybody has the ability to conform, everybody has the ability to adapt, everybody has the ability to actually live up to their dreams and meet up expectations that even they themselves have for themselves as individuals. Well, low self-esteem hinders a person from attaining that. Today I'll just be talking about three things that I had to do as an individual. I don't know who this video is for. I don't know who is going to benefit from it. But wherever you are and you are battling with low self-esteem, I want you to know that you are not alone. Number one. And then I also want you to know that you are capable. Yes, you heard me right. You are capable of actually attaining those things that are only in your dreams. Those things that you only dream about achieving. Those things that you actually see in others and you desire to be. I want you to know that you are actually capable of doing those things. So here are three things that I had to do as an individual to actually battle low self-esteem. The first thing I changed was my mindset. Yes, you heard it. I changed my mindset, my way of thinking about myself, my way of projecting myself to myself. You know, in my last video, I made a comment, I made a statement. I said people battling with low self-esteem, the first problem that they have is actually seeing themselves. You see, they see every other person and they see things in every other person that they wish that they had in themselves. So the number one thing I did as an individual was see myself, accept myself, and actually believe that yes, I deserve those things that I actually wish that I had, and that I deserve them enough to go for them. Yes, I had to change what I thought about myself. Because you see, this thing called low self-esteem, it starts from the mind. And once you are able to battle it from up here, it becomes easier. It becomes easier, literally becomes easier for you to handle. Yes, that is the thing. It's not easy to get out of that headspace. I'm not saying that this is something that you do overnight and then you wake up the next morning and you have, oh, you're somebody that has a good self-esteem, you're somebody that has a high opinion about themselves. No. This is something that you actually have to work on every day you wake up. Every day you are going to move out of your house. Every day you are going to desire to start something. It is something that you have to tell yourself that yes, you are capable of achieving those things. You are capable of attaining them. Number two thing, after I had worked on my headspace, is actually go for those things that I desire. Yes, it took a lot of pep talking myself every day. It took a lot of coming out of the negative thoughts I had about myself. It took a lot of that to get to the point of actually moving to see those things achieved in myself as an individual. You see, this brings me back to an incident that happened while I was younger. I'm a Christian, and growing up as a teenager, I was in the teenage choir of our church. And then I had a very terrible experience. Now, this experience could have gone two ways. One, it would have turned me to be a shadow of myself, or it could have actually made me to attain more. I was in teenage choir. Number one, I was in this choir with other teenagers, and a lot of us adults will know that being a teenager is not easy. You are battling with so many things. You're actually trying to discover who you are as a person. Now, this is what I was faced with. I was put to lead a song. Yes, I was to lead a song, and I was afraid. I was afraid that I was going to mess it up. I was afraid that I was going to mess it up. In my mind, I had already messed up. And part of what didn't help was that some of the people around me at that time that actually needed for them to support me at that time, I wasn't getting that supporting vibe from them. It was like they knew I was going to mess up. And so they were just there for it. Let's see this girl mess up. Well, the stupid thing was that I refused to back down. I decided to go ahead and do this. And so after many rehearsals, I went ahead and I stood in front of the congregation and made a big mess of myself. How? The introduction is instrumentalist did the introduction, and then I was to start singing. I told myself I couldn't pick the key, and so I didn't pick the key, and I messed up. I couldn't sing. I literally could. I had this mental block, and I couldn't pick a note. I couldn't pick anything. I couldn't sing. And it was embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing. At that point, it actually felt like, I was just alone in my life. I was not going to be able to do this. Ever, ever, ever. But you see, after that day, I took a decision that I was going to start working on myself. No matter how many times I was going to get laughed at for doing that. And so I started working on my weaknesses musically. And I told myself I was going to lead songs. I was going to do the things that I didn't think I would be able to do. I told myself all of that. I told myself all of that. Despite after blaming myself, that's another thing with low self-esteem. You blame yourself, you judge yourself even more harshly than the world. And so I told myself I was going to just keep working on myself. I know that one day I'm going to do it. And today I lead worship sessions that I didn't even think those years ago that I was going to be able to. I took it one day at a time. One day at a time. Because this is a very big part of me. So the first thing, get out of that thinking point, that headspace of negativity. Go for those things that you desire. And then number 3, love yourself. Easily said than done. Love yourself. Yes, love yourself. Nobody is going to love you as well as you love yourself. That's one thing. Even the Bible says that you love your neighbor as yourself. So invariably, that means that if you do not know how to love yourself as an individual, you wouldn't know how to love other people. Yes. So love yourself. Know that you are capable of love, and know that you are actually worth loving. And take the love that is given to you. Take it. You have people around you that actually care for you. Don't give them reasons not to care for you. Take that care and feed yourself that positivity. Because you can't build it yourself. You have to feed off of the positivity you get from the people around you to actually begin to build yourself from inside out. So don't close yourself off from the world. Begin to think positively about yourself. Love yourself. And then go for those things that you so desire. Yes. Get out of the negative mindset. Go for those things you desire. And then even when you make mistakes, love yourself. Accept those errors, those mistakes, those insufficiencies as part of the growth process and move forward from it. Yes, move forward from it. Don't dwell on those mistakes. Don't dwell on those things that are damning. Those things that, oh, I wish I could have done if I had done it this way. Oh, if I had gone this way, if I had said this. You didn't say it. Move forward. Next time, you take notes to say it when you desire to say it. And even when it doesn't come out exactly the way you want it to come out, if it's a situation whereby you could actually clarify your thoughts and explain yourself, do so. If you cannot do so at that situation, get out of that situation and then make it better the next time you have an opportunity. Go forward from it. But I also have to tell you that it is not an easy journey. Yes, it is not an easy journey. So, take it one day at a time. Yes, one day at a time. You wake up in the morning, build your mind. Tell yourself that you can actually go for those dreams, and those dreams can actually become a reality. Then move forward. If you make a mistake today, don't mean that you will make the same mistake tomorrow. You've made that mistake, learn from it, and then move forward. You can do better. You can actually be that person, that version of yourself that you only see in your imagination. And if peradventure in your imagination you are not seeing that better part of yourself at this point, see a counselor, talk to somebody about how you are feeling. Don't hold it inside. Talk to somebody. Talk to somebody. Have a network of people around you that would actually help you. Be open to them and then receive help from them. Well, this is just what I have, and these are things that I've actually used and I'm still using today, because there are times where self-doubt actually creeps up on me. It creeps up on me, and so I have to redo these things again and again and again. And I'm actually a better version of myself than I was those years ago. So, if I can do it, well, you can too. And I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best. But I'm actually just led to say a word of prayer for somebody this evening. I don't know who you are, I don't know what you're battling with. I just pray that, Lord, you pour your love on this person, this sister, battling this mindset, battling these negative thoughts about themselves. Lord, as you poured your love on me, I ask, Lord, that you pour your love on them. Actually, don't know what they are going through right now, but I know that with you on their side, they can go through any situation. They can go through any circumstances. I know, Lord, that you are with them, and I know that you love them enough that you died for them. So, Lord, I ask that you reveal yourself to them. Wrap them up, Lord, in your warm embrace. Heal their hearts. Heal those traumas that have led them to this point in their life. Thank you, faithful God. In Jesus' name I've prayed. I'm really happy I was able to do this. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. See you next time.